back in high school, I took it was a physics class, my 11th grade year, and we had a chapter on circuits, and I aced everything in that. So that's electric, right? So I remember asking my teacher, because my parents always said, hey, find something you love and do that as a career. So I remember asking my teacher, like, hey, what can I do with this? Like, I'm really enjoying this lesson, this chapter. And she's like, you'll probably make a good electrical engineer. And that was history. I became an electrical engineer, and I'm a licensed electrical engineer, yeah. I took an internship while at UCF and actually stumbled upon it. Didn't know I was going to be doing engineering design or consulting at all until I did my internship, fell in love with it. And then I wanted to challenge myself. So we were only doing like prototype 3,000, 5,000 square foot retail spaces. And I wanted to challenge myself and do something different. So I went into the sports side of things. I joined a firm here in Houston, so we relocated from Orlando to Houston. And then now with SSR, continuing to do sports and challenging myself. And with sports, it's like every project is its own. Every project is unique, it's different, so it brings new challenges, and I'm a problem solver. So I love to challenge myself, love to problem solve, and love to knock out tasks. I didn't grow up being a baseball fan, didn't follow it, but when I came to SSR, my first project that I was told I was going to be managing was a minor league baseball park. So I actually had to learn a lot of stuff, the lingo, the spaces, you know, players, all the other stuff. My wife actually ended up taking me on a field trip to Minute Maid Park here in Houston as kind of a precursor to get me acclimated to baseball. So that was fun, but just doing baseball stadiums has been fun. I actually watched the draft for the first time after that, started following some of the players and whatnot, but yeah. For me, so sports used to be like stadium was just a stadium for that sports team, right? So if you build a baseball stadium, it was just for baseball for the most part. Now we're building these multi-purpose like arenas and venues. So we're having to adapt to not only, hey, a football team or a baseball team is going to play here, but hey, you know, Beyonce is going to hold her concert here, or so-and-so, they're going to have X amount of shows, they're going to have a rodeo here. So all these stadiums and venues are not just turning into just stadiums for sports teams. They're actually starting to turn into centralized points for these towns and these cities to really attract people and for people to have fun, right? Like some of these places you're able to just walk around. So they have things that you can do around the stadium or around the arena. So you don't have to necessarily go to an event. You just spend a day hanging out around the arena, you know, doing stuff around there. So residential, shops, parks, all this stuff they're becoming districts versus just arenas. We're not building just stadiums anymore. We're building these districts that are centered around these arenas or stadiums. That's pretty cool. Being a father is definitely transformed what I can actually do in my free time. But I just love spending time with my wife and my son. So just doing stuff together, whether it be watching TV, whether it be playing. We're actually going to a preseason game for the Texans on Saturday together as a family. So just finding stuff to do that's age appropriate for our son, and just spending family time together. That's what I enjoy doing the most.